there, Rabbi. How are you doing today?
Oh, they say that we're going to be able to see the northern lights. So I'm prepared for it.
Now, in ancient times, lights in the sky were interpreted as uh, signs of divine intervention, things to be worshipped, or sacrifice a virgin, or drink a beer, or something like that. That's where, when we think of cults, we think of groups like that, superstitious, but anything can be a cult, really, can't it?
Definitely. And given the social media, the internet, and instant access, we have to be a little more we have to be more careful and circumspect because it's easier to be drawn into a cult than ever. You know, when we grew up, we were in a neighborhood, and the only things that influenced us were things in the neighborhood. Maybe the TV station, but that went off at 10 o'clock at night, a local newspaper. Okay. However, what was going on around the known universe, we didn't know anything about. So we were really limited in our information and what seduced us. Now, there's so much out there that we get exposed to that I want to issue a caveat, a cult warning. We have to be careful and stop, think, analyze. And that's the difficult part because cults are really emotional. They all start off good, Joe. You see something on a cable news channel, you see something on TikTok, an exercise, a person, and it's innocuous, it seems good. And then you get drawn in, and as it evolves, it may stay good. However, power corrupts, and there's a tendency within a cult to start manipulating people, getting them to donate money, to give you money, to pay for things. And all of a sudden, you've put so much psychological and emotional energy into it, you don't recognize you're caught in a cult. So a cult isn't just those primitive organizations. We have to be really careful, Joe.
Yeah, because harkening back to the days of my youth and the Beatles, there was a fanatical devotion to anything with George, Paul, uh, John, and Ringo that would compel people to do all sorts of crazy things. And also, we have yoga instructors who are like starting to incorporate all kinds of metaphysical beliefs into what is basically a simple exercise regimen. And I worry that people are looking for something that they can't find in their own religion that becomes a supplement and not necessarily a good one.
I think you just hit on it, Joe. Each of us needs to look at our own faith, our own religion, because everything we need is there. It's not packaged as slick, and it doesn't promise instant or quick fixes to things, which we all want. Who doesn't want a quick fix? Who doesn't want a great body? Who doesn't want to lose weight? Who doesn't want low blood pressure? Who doesn't want low A1C? We all do. And so we have to stop with that old adage that grandma used to say, if it's too good to be true, it's probably not true. And we can find, and that's what we've been doing here with How to Be Jewish in 30 Seconds, is it's not all or nothing. You don't have to commit to anything. There's a place for everyone within Judaism. And there's a place for everyone. If you take a look in your own faith, you'll probably find it. You don't have to convert to Judaism in order to find what you need. But that's you hit on it. A cult offers something that really isn't there, and we want it.
You want to be part of the team, you want to be part of the group, you want to join the gang, you want to be the cool kid along with everybody else. But how can we tell? What is a warning sign that we can look at?
Okay? I'll give you something very simple. I've mentioned it before. It's called workability. How do your actions affect your life? Some days good, some days bad, some days happy, some days sad. You have some friends, you have some acquaintances. Okay, all of these things are a way to judge. So but I need to do it. It's not going to be an external coming in. I need to stop and look at how much time I'm spending doing something. What do my actions do to my relationships with my family, my friends, my partner? But it's really very, very simple, but it requires doing something, workability. How is it working? I sell everything. I go on trips. I follow the group around the known universe. I give money that we don't really have that comes out of the budget. How much of myself am I investing in something to the harm of a regular, normal, happy life? That's the answer.
Well, I know my answer always involves you, Rabbi. Thanks as always for the advice.
And I understand I'm off to see the Northern Lights. I've taken a second mortgage out of my condo so I can afford the plane trip to go see the Northern Lights. Who says I'm obsessed?